Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about set and getting to start. Randy Johnson. What do you got on him, Chris?
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Here's a big power threat. Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Cut on and missed at 101. And we're underway here in the home opener. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Johnson hauls it in for the out. And a quick out, number one. Honus Wagner, the next up for the Marlins. Not close with that one, and it's 1-0. One out, base is empty. And that's a base hit.
The first baseman,
Oscar Charleston stepping in now. First pitch misses.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Slap the other way, foul.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Wagner, the runner at second with one away. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Gabriel Moreno, the next up for the Marlins. Reaching down, makes the catch. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill, Hunter Green.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And that one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Crow Armstrong hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's some real power at the plate. Mickey Mantle. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Bounced up the middle. Wagner throws to first in time. Here's Matt Olson. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And that one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
3.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Here's Nolan Arenado. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
This one popped up. Olsen hauls it in, and there's one away. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Yeah, he's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out. Matt McClain digs in now. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. That one fouled off. Second inning here, no score.
Hey.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second, and now it's Juan Soto. Green back to work. 101 on the gun, swing and a miss. Next one misses. 1-1. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
And that's a little bit high. Ball 2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
The wind of the pitch.
The count's full.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
To the right side. Charleston takes it himself. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out. Now batting Jarren Duran. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Swing and a miss. The high heat too much on that one. Judy Johnson digging in now. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. 2 outs. That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. In the dirt. On to Oscar. And they get Johnson for the out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Raines. Johnson handles this one. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Hunter Green, the next up for the Marlins. Green goes 6 feet 5 inches, hitting 9th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2017.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
1 down, base is empty. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now it's the power speed combo. Pete Crow Armstrong. Late on that fastball.
Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit.
Throw on to Olsen. Marlins set down in order. As we go to the last of the 3rd, and stepping in for New York, Pudge Rodriguez. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boo.
Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first. And a couple of quick outs. And next for the Mets, Randy Johnson. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And that's going to be ruled a swing. Gets the bunt down the right side. And they tag him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now for the Marlins, Honus Wagner. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
You know, these Marlins definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That's back there. Gone! That ball was crushed. And up next for Miami, Oscar Charleston. Strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Mantle brings it in, and there's 1 down. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Gabriel Moreno. Flied to right his first time. And ball one.
Inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Tap foul at the plate. One down, base is empty. That one just misses.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that gets down for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Acuna now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Hard hit left side. Throw on to Olsen, and Acuna retired. Out number 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes Tommy Edman. And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Back to first, and he's safe. Roll to short, could be 2. The underhand flip. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. Matt Olson up to the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one.
There goes the runner. Fought off foul. Man at first, one away. Hard hit, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball. And
runners on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Safe, and it's a double steal. Two on, 1 out. And fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Way high. Second and third, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses, and it's 3-2.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. Drops into the glove. Runners tag up from second and third. The throw's offline. He's saved. We're tied at 1. Jarren Duran up now for the Mets. Went down on strikes his first time through. And delivers outside. Olsen at third with 2 away. Swing and a foul out of play.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
That's down and in.
That's a really good take.
2 strikes.
Got him. Good job at damage control right there. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Matt McClain. Johnson back to work. That's a laser base hit. And a good start to the inning.
The bat, the left fielder,
Tim Raines, the next to hit. In the dirt, but kept close. And the runner holds. Check on the runner. McClain back in on a dive.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the
runner on the move. Pitch misses in. No throw, safe at second. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know, these Marlins, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Hunter Green, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1 so far. Marlins making a move for a pinch hitter. Cool Papa Bell looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. And there's a foul ball. Olsen makes the catch, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in the long ball threat, Judy Johnson. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Runner on the go. They pitch out.
And on the mound,
throw to second, tag, and they got him. Swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So up next for New York, Derek Jeter grounded out to short in his first trip. Swing and a foul straight back. Line drive, base hit down the line. And that keeps the inning going. Throw back in, holds him at first, so just a single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Honus Wagner. He's already homered in this game. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Here comes the 0-1. He's got it. There's two away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Charleston now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Bottom of the sixth inning. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Tommy Edman. Edman goes 5 feet 9 inches, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And that one is lifted in the air. Rains under it. Puts it away for the out. And now the big-time power threat, Mickey Mantle. 0 for 2 in this one. Curve, hit right back to him. The throw to first, and now 2 gone. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Chop back up the middle. Wagner with the throw to first. That ends the inning. Top of inning number 7. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno. Makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrating with himself until his next at bat. Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Fouled off. He was late. Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Duran makes his way towards it. And that one hops the wall. Arenado makes the turn at second. Coming home. Not in time. He makes it safely for an inside the park home run. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
No ball, 2 strikes.
pumping serious gas at 102 on that one. Now it's the second baseman, Matt McClain. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
And it stays fair.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say,
ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. Bottom of the seventh. Juan Soto now. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Swing and a miss. Going 1-1.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Looking to get the tying run on base. In the air, out towards left center. Raines makes the grab, one away. Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
And that is out of play. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That K is his third of the game. Here's the third baseman, Judy Johnson. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Pudge goes after that one for strike 1. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Acuna there. Squeezes it. That is the inning. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Tim Raines. Johnson back to work. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. That's a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second, and he's got a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Next is the pitcher for the Marlins, Cool Papa Bell. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Soto pulls it down. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next up for the Marlins. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And that one fouled off.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Runner's breaking for the plate. It's a squeeze. Edman slings to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And now for the Marlins, Honus Wagner. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top of the 8th. Oh, wow. Nice play. The throw.
No, he's safe.
Absolutely bang bang at first. Made his speed really work for him right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss.
High
No throw. He's in there safely. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Bounces into the outfield for a base hit. And now to a board. Tag out. Trying to scramble back. Too aggressive with the turn at first, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On to Oscar. 1 up, 1 down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Pinch hitting for the Mets, number 23, Fernando Tatis Jr.
That one fouled off. The Mets trailing by 2 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And strike 2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And that one is inside ball 1. Swing and a chopper out to short. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
He swings and fouls one off. Bell comes to the plate. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 71.
We go to the 9th. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
The catcher, number 14, Gabriel Moreno.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. Here's Nolan Arenado. A little out front there as he swings through it. Rogers, in his 6th season, he features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 9th. Foul ball still 0-2. High chopper to third. Johnson throws to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Next to hit, Matt McClain. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Olsen hauls it in to end the inning. Bottom 9, and stepping in for New York, Mickey Mantle. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Eric Gagne.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And there's a ball. And that one moves his feet. And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he won a round. He's 2 outs away. Olsen now at the plate. 1 for 3. That one at triple digits.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining. Here's Juan Soto. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
They're down to their final strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. That one blasted deep to right. That's back. And it hits the fence. And that's a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
0-1's the count.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
No ball,
It's had a
2
tough day at
strikes.
the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Coming home. 1 run is in. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. He's not stopping. On his way home. Safe at home as 2 score on the inside the park homer. At the plate, Judy Johnson. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Misses
Inside,
inside.
ball 1.
And it's a ball and a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He normally
1
does
ball,
damage
2
on that
strikes.
pitch in that location. Just
Base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now it's going to be Pudge Rodriguez in the dirt.
0-1's the count.
Nice job behind the plate there. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Outside low, ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring
2
position.
balls, 1 strike.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
The count 2-1.
Nope.
That one missed.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
On the ground, right side. Throw to first is in time, and that'll do it. The Marlins strand the tying run on base to win it.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.